As mod leader, I have now have Bubbo's Twitch. I am Bubbo Senior, as I had stated earlier. No one believed me. People have tried to defect from my reign, but I have returned,
Uh-huh.
and I am soloing this.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
You
that's
are
all.
no ruler to me! Shame
Who
on you!
asked?
Wait, on
Shame to the Empire!
Who asked?
The whole Star Wars trilogy would just be nullified if Luke Skywalker faced Darth Vader and was like, bro, who the fuck asked? No one asked. Luke, no one asked.
Luke, you're adopted.
Oh shoot.
That would have been weird. Although that would have made like a really interesting storyline, whereas like destiny doesn't define you, or like your family doesn't define like what you do in life and stuff. Just an ordinary random kid they just found, and it's now he's saving the galaxy and stuff like that. But also, great question: is Leia still a twin? Is there just a random Luke out in the galaxy somewhere just doing human stuff? And that's where we come to the sequel, guys.
Are we making it? This is the sequel?
Yeah.
Right now?
Star Wars, you are adopted.
I wasn't prepared to be in Star Wars.
There's like a whole thing where it's like you are not the father segment. Like it's
Damn.
Can you imagine that? Someone's done that probably. Someone's done like a dress up as Darth Vader. It's like, in the case of baby Luke and Leia, you are the father.
They've probably done a gender reveal party like that as well.
Dude,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The amount of people doing gender reveal parties and stuff.
You are a male.
No!
There's nothing you can do about it.
I really don't like.
You know it to be true.
I don't like gender reveal parties, but if it was Star Wars related, what would be wrong with that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
fair
like-
enough.
Although gender reveal parties aren't good, but if it's Star Wars, maybe we'd let it slide. Just maybe.
Yeah.
Why don't you just dress up as Star Wars anyway and just leave the gender reveal out?
No.
Honestly, I would be so down for that. If we all like meet up one day, we all just dress up as Star Wars characters. That'd be
Hell
fucking
yeah.
great. Hell yeah.
Instead of the gender reveal party, it's at the birth. Everyone dresses up as Star Wars characters.
Yeah, the dad coming into the delivery room dressed as Darth Vader. Now that's a really funny in-joke, but that will probably lead to a divorce somewhere down the line. Not gonna lie.
Possibly. Alright, does everyone want to do a small introductions of themselves and also mention their just like what you want to be called and your pronouns and if anything else you want to mention?
Oh yeah, fair
Was
enough.
that the first day of school?
Who wants to go first?
Okay, Charlie, you can go
Oh
first.
no.
Charlie, you're first on my screen. You go first.
I am Charlie. I am here.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah!
What are those pronouns?
Thank you, Charlie.
he/they.
Oh, nice pronouns. Nice
Let's
ones.
go, Hide boys! Let's go! Let's go!
Those are great ones. Good job,
Thank
Charlie.
Thank you.
Yeah,
my friend. Thank you.
that were a good choice.
You picked right.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. As you know, I am Bubbo or Blubbo, or you can call me B. I kind of at the moment am going by any/all pronouns apart from it/its. Yeah, and I sometimes stream, but I'm not very good at it. So, you're welcome.
Whoa.
Oh, you're very good at this.
You're
Come on.
amazing at it. Don't say that.
Not as good as Awkward, who's about to
Yeah,
introduce
who I
himself.
am live. I'm live right now. This is my channel.
Awkward, you
Hi,
want to
guys.
introduce yourself without getting me cancelled?
Hey, I'm awkward.
Hi, awkward.
You seem pretty awkward.
Hi, awkward. Welcome.
Thank you. This is AA. So I've been an alcoholic for 10 years now. I've lost my kids. My wife has left me. Mackenzie, I don't know what you're doing here, but thank
Awkward,
you for
was it because you
returning and
dressed up
talking.
as Darth Vader at the birth?
My
It was
pronouns
That's
are.
why.
Is it because when I was drunk, I went to a kid's birthday party
Okay.
dressed up as
Mac
Yoda?
and Mac, it's time for you to introduce yourself.
My pronouns
Um,
are.
Queen, go ahead.
Boy, I am.
I'm Mackenzie or Mac or Kenzie or whatever you want to call me. And my pronouns are she/they.
Valid.
Nice.
No
Good
one likes
ones.
my
Thank you.
pronouns.
Let's
Thank
go.
you.
No. Get some new ones, Awkward.
Thank you
Come
for
on.
validation.
You can call me he slash they, but just don't call me late for dinner.
Tico!
Hi,
What?
You already
Hi.
introduced yourself.
Oh, right.
Not to interrupt
Um,
Awkward or anything.
I'm Tico or T, whatever. I use she, they.
Nice.
That's
And
good ones, good ones.
last
Let's go.
but least, I mean, last but not
You okay?
least, Xander.
Hi. My name. Hi, I'm Alex on Twitch. My name. Hi, I'm Alex on Twitch. Hi, I'm Alex. On Twitch, I am Sunflower Sulfur.
You're a streamer.
Oh my God, streamer alert! But you can do what Bubbo does and call me Xander. My name's
I
Alex though.
had no idea that was your name.
What kind of streams do you
What?
make?
I had no idea you were called Alex.
Everyone assumes that my name is Xander. I think it's because like
On the
it's
count of
'cause
your
of-
name being Xander. Yeah.
What flavor are
Anyway,
your
my-
streams?
My streams are. It's those like weird like you can't define tastes. But it's not like oh my God, I'm breaking genre boundaries. It's because I don't have any sort of grasp on myself and my sanity. So you could get a really chilled out stream. I could say some very like not really problematic but radical political opinions like trans people should take over the world or something like that, or the asexuals should actually begin the advance on Denmark because it would be funny. Or I could just be there, My pronouns
That's
are there
valid.
again, by the way.
Nice. Sure.
Alex, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
What kind of streamer are you?
I'm
scared.
Are you a party streamer?
I'm
Like,
mainly.
where do you
play
get
Minecraft.
hung up? Where do you like get draped around?
I mainly play Minecraft because it's the only game my laptop can handle. Even then, it's not that great. Or I.
They make
YouTube.
Minecraft streamers?
I don't understand what you're saying. Partly because of
I
your
gotta
stream
use
chat.
those for my next. I gotta use my next birthday party with those.
Okay.
Like the streamers who hang around
This
walls.
is the worst.
This is
Joke.
terrible.
I would rather Charlie and Tico's meowing at this point. Go ahead, you two.
It was really funny, guys. It was really funny. It was really funny.
That joke really hit.
Yeah, it's
It was a
really,
good one.
it's really.
I
really funny.
literally looked up streamers
Oh my
to get the
God.
definition, so I can know.
That definitely
How to
proves
make
a
the
lot
joke
more to
about
us
it.
than it does to you right now when you had to look up the definition of what a streamer was.
Okay, I just had to
Awkward
make it.
never known what a streamer was. He just thought I just, I just talked to myself in my room.
Don't we all do that? Why are you
mean-
laughing?
Yeah.
I thought that was normal,
Yeah, it is.
right?
Oh no.
Okay.
It's just funny how
It's God.
society,
Society, man.
Society.
Woo!
We live in
Woo,
a society.
Oh, talking of society, Joker 2, everyone. How's everyone feeling about that?
Huh?
Wait,
Excited.
that's
a
Like the first
thing?
one.
Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is Harley Quinn. And the
Oh, I like
best
Lady
part,
Gaga.
it's going to be a goddamn musical.
What?
Wait,
What?
Is
It's
this
gonna
real?
be a musical,
Are
apparently.
you
Harley
joking?
Quinn is Lady Gaga. No, I'm not. I'm not joking.
Joking.
It's
Joking.
like
He's joking. He's joking. He's being
No, I'm
a
not.
silly content creator. They're
The
being
thing-
a silly
the reason
content
I
creator.
love this. the reason I love this so much is the toxic film bros being like, "Oh my god, I love Joker. He's just so masculine and stuff like that." Is gonna have to sit in theaters and watch Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn do a musical number, which I think is just fucking great. The yastification of the of cinema has begun, and we are taking the goddamn capital right now.
It does sound great, though. I didn't know
Let's
this was
go,
a thing,
boys.
though. I'm not up to date on shows.
I've never heard of that.
I know Stranger Things exists. That's a show that people talk.
Stranger danger.
Indeed.
Quite right.
Sometimes.
For real.
What? What do you mean sometimes?
Some- There's nice
Well,
strangers.
Strangers before we meet each other.
Sometimes they have candy and it's really great. And I can walk over to
No,
them.
we've made
They're
this
always the
joke.
kindest.
We've already made this joke on stream. It's fine. We can get through this, okay? I
Thanks for
believe.
making it again for my benefit. I'm
Exactly.
seeing the caliber of jokes
Don't
you've
say you want Awkward to make jokes again for your benefit, Charlie. I beg of you. It would be a whole hour.
Appreciate them, but just a sprinkling of
Yeah.
jokes, not a yeah.
It would be the longest
would.
hour
You
of your life.
and Awkward can talk after this, okay?
Right.
If you
No,
really
no,
want to hear
I'm
those
alright.
jokes.
No, it's
So
okay.
the
Wait,
Russians-
Charlie.
like,
No,
like orange?
yes. Hello.
Knock knock.
Oh no.
Who's there?
Oh god, please, please.
I eat mop.
I eat mahu.
You eat your poo.
So, got any 12-year-olds? Got any 12-year-olds listening to this? Awkward just gave you a shout out.
Whoa! Get roasted 12 graphic. Get absolutely dunked on, nerds. Absolutely dunked on. Let's go.
Can someone clip that joke for me? Thank you.
No.
No, I'm gonna delete it. I wasn't gonna edit this, but I'm gonna edit that clip out.
I mean,
Just remove it.
I mean, people do it all the time and stuff like that. It's
Yeah,
fine.
or edit Awkward out. I didn't know that many people streamed recorded with Awkward.
Just mute him on Discord and he won't even know. He'll just be
Exactly.
talking.
And we just all mute him at once and just acknowledge his existence every now and again. And we just all burst into laughter every few minutes. He'll be like, "Oh, damn, my jokes are great."
Exactly.
Unpopular opinion. I think he's kind of funny.
Who?
Awkward.
Yeah, that is a little bit of an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's very
Yeah.
unpopular.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
think that's
actually
the
so
first time I've
unpopular
heard that
that
opinion.
no one thinks it. Possibly.
I don't think I've heard anyone ever
I've heard the
agree
opposite.
with that.
This is just like high school.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I thought you were like the most coolest kid in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, I was.
As a British person living in Australia,
British.
I've never experienced an American bully. Do they unironically say, "Give me your lunch money, and I'm gonna give you a knuckle sandwich"?
All the time.
No.
No,
They never
really?
All the
do
time.
that.
Don't
No,
believe
that's
it.
never
Don't believe a word
happened.
Awkward says. Do not believe a word.
No, fair
Awkward is just sarcastic. No, I've never heard anyone say that. I
Personally,
think it's just in the
my
movies.
school, all the bullies were like talking behind your back and being snarky, like
enough. Oh,
and
Yeah,
just like
they do that
spreading
here.
rumors.
Yeah.
I never had anyone like actually be like, "Yo, you suck."
Oh dear. I'm
Yeah.
bad enough with sarcasm as it is, but like, so I would, yeah, I'm bad enough with sarcasm as it is, so I couldn't really tell. So if you say like a fact, I will, I reckon a 50% chance believe it is true, because I don't want to be wrong, which sounds stupid. But when someone
Okay.
says a fact that is
Yeah.
true but unbelievable, I don't want to be seen as dumb for not.
Hear me out right now, Xander. Awkward says something not true.
Okay.
One of the- the rest of-
99.9% of the time. It's
Yeah.
not true.
The rest of
Yeah,
us is probably like, I don't know, like 60-40.
Fair enough.
Depending if we're joking. But we're very
Yeah,
serious
but-
people, we don't joke.
Very
Oh,
serious.
definitely.
Oh, that was a sarcasm. I got that one.
No!
You get a gold star.
No.
Say no. That will make me.
We're
question
supposed to be
everything.
we're supposed to be joking.
Please don't say that. It'll make me question everything, and I'll start
Oh,
raving for like an
no.
hour. And I want to talk to. I want to have actual good conversations this stream.
You want to have good conversations? I'm sorry, I brought the wrong people here. Let's restart this
Yeah.
a different day.
Alright.
Wow.
Sorry.
I'm out.
Wow.
Dude,
gotta
if you
head
wanted a
out,
good
guys.
conversation, I don't know why you came here.
You know what I
Bubbo
mean?
just says, "You want an actual good conversation? All right, awkward leave."
No, we don't have to kick him out. They'll hurt his feelings. We mute him.
Exactly. He'll never know.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
How's everyone's weeks been, by the way? Like, you know, everything going on. What have you all been up to?
It's been good. I started my new job, and
Hey, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Making moolah.
Yeah.
MOOLA.
Delivering
Oh,
that
hang on,
post.
hang on.
I've got that ad stuck in my head since I was a kid on the school bus, and it would play every single morning 6 times.
What's that?
What ad?
I don't know what it is, but it goes moolah. MOOLA. I don't know what I'm advertising, but I guess some free advertising.
I was
You need
writing
an
a
ad
word.
blocker.
It's
There's
been
this
stuck in
one-
my head forever.
British people will understand this really niche ad, Envirophone.com or something like that. Basically, it was like a company that made your phones recyclable and stuff like that. And there's like a whole, it's got a whole
I
bunch of
vaguely
people
remember,
like,
but
say
you'll have to
different
sing it.
words.
I hate to tell you this, Sander, but British people aren't real.
Yes, we
Oh
are.
my god.
I've seen
Don't
no
lie.
proof.
Yes, we are.
What's British? What's English?
Thank you.
I've
Yes,
never
You
we
are
are.
not
Stay out of
British!
this.
And neither of the other two. But you
You fit
especially.
right in Hogwarts.
I was driving to work a
Yes,
couple
I found
days
it.
ago,
I found it.
and there was this ad playing on the radio, and it was this daughter talking to her father, right?
I'm scared.
And it was this advertisement about like a
Found the ad.
phone plan.
Let's go.
He's like, I need unlimited data, father. And he's like, okay. It's like, thank you. You passed the vibe check. You know, it's just,
What?
Oh, that
I was
No.
just
Who
speechless.
says that?
That
Did the
hurt.
father pass the vibe check?
That's real?
What was she gonna do
Yeah.
if he didn't pass the vibe check?
That is a
Just
scary
own him.
question. That is a scary
Question.
question.
Exile him.
Report him to
1,000 years of
CPS.
pain,
Yeah.
Yeah, my
1,000
father's
nights,
abusive.
1,000 Wow. Okay. Okay.
Moving on.
I went to a gig yesterday. Everything hurt.
Not me, not me.
I went to a gig last night, and now everything hurts.
Ouch.
Whoa, what'd you do?
Yeah. Basically, it's like this like all ages festival type thing called SHOUTOUT. It's been going on for like 20 years and stuff. And this year there was this band called there were some really great bands on the lineup. And one of the bands was called Red Hook. I think they're from Sydney, I reckon. I think. But basically, they're like a metal band, right? And they were like, I know it's an all ages show, but can we get a mosh pit going? And like I just see like people next to me, like I hear mosh pit and like, you know, I know what I have to do. I join in instantly, duh. And yeah, it was like the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. It's just like there's like 10 people just going ape shit.
There were 10
Not in a
people in the
bad
mosh
way.
pit.
Yeah, it was a relatively small event. There's like around 100 people attending,
Ah.
but like it's like 10 to 15 people. There were mosh pit, and we just all had the fucking best time. Some of my friends were there and stuff, which was really cool. And yeah, now everything hurts. My legs are sore. My neck is sore from headbanging too much.
Nice.
I can relate. I went outside once.
Wow!
Is there more to
You
the
did,
story?
didn't you?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be.
Did you touch grass?
I like that it's gone already.
Did you get hit by a tree and try to cancel it online?
Yeah.
Just go, bro,
You
you're
know,
literally brain
I
dead."
do so many things. I just kind of forgot. So
Oh, yeah. He's so
Yeah.
busy and popular.
yeah. This one time, I live in a really small town, and I flew to San Diego. I met this really irrelevant person named uh, I think her name's Mac or something.
Oh yeah.
You just doxed where I live, Tanner.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
oh yeah.
Bro.
Gonna get
They're
cancelled
gonna
this
find you.
season,
They're
damn it.
gonna find you. They're like
No,
San Diego.
awkward,
in the city,
awkward
No, we
meant,
know where.
awkward
me,
meant
but-
Australia.
We know where you are now. There's just that one person knocking on every house in every apartment in San Diego. Are you Mackenzie? Are you Mackenzie?
I'm sure there's like
Sarah Connor.
multiple Mackenzies here.
Are you
I
the
heard
Mackenzie
Jay
from
Schlatt
that one Twitch
lives in New
stream?
York.
Oh dear.
Yeah, my week was kind of boring. Just been doing uni and streaming. Crazy that, huh?
That's life.
That's that.
That is very crazy.
I know, crazy. Imagine streaming.
But you did.
Imagine streaming right
You
now,
would help.
guys. You know.
Yeah, that'd be cringe. What about?
Who would even do that?
What have you been
Not
up to,
me.
Tico?
Nothing.
Same.
Sounds nice.
Nice.
Fair enough.
I thought you went outside.
Relatable.
Awkward.
Well, yeah, you can do both. You can multitask.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I
You.
I mean, Bubbo did say that whenever Awkward says something, there's a 90% chance that it's not true. So you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
99.9%
So
chance.
didn't do
Yeah.
nothing?
Oh,
Good maths.
correction.
Good maths. Good maths.
My apologies. My apologies. Correct.
How's your week been, Queen?
It's good. Just work.
Oh,
Pretty
look,
much.
look how interesting all our lives are, chat.
Oh dear.
I know work is very fun.
Yeah, don't you just love working for little money?
I haven't gotten
Yeah.
the job yet, but I feel like I don't know if I'll enjoy work necessarily.
I
But
You
I know
won't.
that it sounds like weird.
you're gonna love it.
You won't.
Functioning adult.
And
You're gonna
there's
love it.
very few people I know that like their job.
I like my job.
I wake up.
Yeah, very few, Charlie. There's
Yeah,
one.
just me.
I found one. I found one.
I
It's
wake
like
up,
Pokemon,
live
gotta
and
collect 'em
breathe
all.
McDonald's.
Wojak meme.
What?
That's the Wojak meme where it's the two
Oh,
people
I
like
heard that.
pointing. It's like, oh my god, guys, I found the person who likes their job. Quick.
Quick, stop it. They can't be having fun. That is bad.
Transition time. How did we all start streaming?
You go first, Awkward. You go first.
Okay, so
Huh?
I was recording a video one day.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
You make videos
editing
often?
is. This is like years ago, so
Uh-huh.
I was recording a video, and I was like, it would be really cool if I could do this without the editing part. And then YouTube made the live stream function happen, and then I did that, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Nice. That's actually really sick. I didn't actually know, like, for a while that Twitch actually existed. So like that was my main sort of like streaming like experience. I actually think my first Twitch stream was watching Ali A go through the Pokemon Ruby game, Omega Ruby, I think, like years ago and stuff. And I was like, huh, this is kind of interesting.
Oh yeah.
I
Was
just
your
turned my brain off.
was your first one on Twitch or YouTube, Xander?
Oh, okay. So, originally, the reason that my thing isn't called Xanimate Panda is because I originally tried to make a radio thing on Twitch happen. But the thing is, I did not know how OBS worked at all.
Relatable.
I'm really
Same.
computer illiterate and stuff like that. Like these people building PCs are like, I can't comprehend it. But yeah, I tried to get a radio station, like in very very loose terms, radio station, because I'll just put on my speaker and then like hold my microphone really close to that speaker and play stupidly copyrighted music out of it.
Oh no.
And I lost the login details to that one. So that's why there's no Xanimate Panda Twitch stream, and that's why it's called Sunflower Sulfur, because I wanted to stream to get my band noticed. Like I'd started a band called Sunflower Sulfur, the same name, and I started streaming to like bit of fun, but also like sort of like promotion things, sort of like Wilburson and Lovejoy and that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some semblance of like promoting my music projects there because like whenever like the opportunity arises, I like show the same 2 songs that I've been working on for ages. But yeah,
Nice,
that's basically how I got started and stuff, and I've just not looked back since because yeah, it's fun.
Nice.
It's cool. Like,
Remember,
Nice.
remember when Twitch used to just allow you to play copyrighted music?
Back in
Yeah,
my
they were
day.
good days.
Tico, how did you start streaming?
I saw other people do it. Then I decided, yup,
Yep.
I'm gonna do
Woo!
that too.
Woo!
And then I fought a bear, which was really interesting.
You
What?
brought a bear or you fought a bear?
Well, I fought one, obviously.
Did you
Okay.
say-
Oh, that's silly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
Tico fought a bear.
How does that work? How does that happen? Is that a literal bear?
You'll never know.
no
in-
comment.
There's no
No comment.
context.
How embarrassing!
Awkward, your jokes are becoming unbearable at this point.
Oh, no.
Notice
I
how they
like
laughed at theirs but not yours, Tanner? You need to retire your jokes.
Oh no!
This is being
Talking
straight
to you
up
is
with
becoming
you.
unbearable.
You can't make the same joke like 4 times in a row, Awkward.
Watch. I
Well, you can, but it's just not gonna
barely
get
do
laugh.
it.
Charlie, back when you used to stream, how did you start streaming? What made you
I
start?
started because lots of people asked me, and I did, and it went well for a while, and then I just got burned out, and then some IRLs found it. A stalker happened, and but it was good fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry
And
about
I will be coming back.
That's not
I'll
fun.
be back when I've moved house.
Noise.
It was good
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Good
Stalkers.
fun. It was a good fun, apart from the stalkers. You
It
know.
was quite. It was quite
I
nice.
think-
I
I've
thought
never
that
had
was his
female
favorite part.
attention before, you know, and I got a lot of it. Too much, you might say.
That would freak me out. Just people being creepy in chat's weird enough.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
actually happened to me as well. Like someone like being really creepy. Finding my YouTube channel. Like I've had multiple YouTube channels.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I was like 12 and got bullied off of it, basically. Another one that sort of like I lost interest in because I wanted to make music content, and that one actually, some person that really doesn't like me for some reason, found it and started saying the titles of the YouTube channel in like ask me anything Instagram stuff. So they're like, oh hey guys, how are you feeling? And they would just like start reciting video titles.
Oh no.
Really creepy. And it was from an account I didn't recognize. So for all I knew, it was like a random person who just found my YouTube channel.
Yeah. That's
But
weird.
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
I have a. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I've said this before, but I started streaming for a friend because we were talking about just like YouTubers really, and then it turned into streamers, and then he was like, it's not that hard to stream. You can do well quite easily, and I was like, okay, bet. And then I started streaming. Okay, go ahead, Awkward. Sorry to interrupt you.
You didn't. I have a story, and it's kind of wholesome. Very wholesome. So when I was like 9, this kind of goes well with this whole stalker story. I okay.
This is wholesome. It goes well with
Good
the
stuff.
stalker thing.
okay. You'll see. So I was 9, and I was playing Roblox every day,
Oh, no.
and I met these group of people, and I had a best friend on there named Falcon Star, and we played Roblox every single day, the 3 of us. And one day, I had my account hacked because they emailed me because Roblox had an email function at the time, and they said I had Builders Club and they wanted it, and so I was like, yeah, I can share my account with you. And then
Oh
they
my god.
switched the password, and I lost it, and I lost contact with them because my mom, she said I wasn't allowed to have it anymore. And then skip to like 10 years later, I'm 18, like 18 at the time, so last year. I get a message on Instagram from Falcon Star saying he's been trying to hunt me down. He like searched like my username through like every algorithm possible, and they found my Facebook, and then they through my Facebook they found my YouTube, and then through my YouTube they found my Instagram, and then it took them years to finally find me because they had no idea how to contact me because a lot of my socials were unused. Yeah,
Ooh. Wow.
What they
and I got in
say?
contact with them after years. Oh, we were just going through our old messages when we were like 8 years old. We
The
were like
person that
barely
stole your
functional 8 year
account?
old. Oh, the person who stole my account? No,
Oh,
Falcon
so it's,
Star,
okay, they're different people.
my best friend
Okay.
from Roblox.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
gotcha. Wholesome.
they
Wholesome,
stalked
wholesome.
me, and it led to wholesomeness.
Damn. Yeah.
That's nice.
I
That's
found
real nice.
I kind of quote unquote stalk someone because I had a childhood friend and I knew his name, so I went to like try and find him, and eventually I found out who he was, and he was just a complete asshole to me, and it sucked, but that's okay, you know. People be like that.
Moral of the story: people be like that.
Well, the story,
Really
people suck. Don't talk to them, chat.
People really suck for some reason, and it's stupid because we're all human. We're like the primary intelligent being on the planet. Why are we assholes to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, you suck.
You suck.
You all smell.
You're all the smelliest beings I've
stinky.
ever heard of.
You stinky little baby mans and stuff. You guys worst. Boo.
What sort of
Transitioning.
Oh, okay.
We're joking.
You say that every time you change topic. Now
No.
transitioning.
That was
I like
in
it.
sync or something like that. Part of that sentence that was in sync. That was insane.
Go ahead, awkward.
What do we all smell like?
What?
Fine.
Um,
Bad at the moment.
Like, if you
Soap?
can describe your smell, like, what would it would what like if your personality had a smell?
My
What would it smell
personality?
like? Yeah, if you can
Still-
describe your personality
Why
in a
don't you
smell,
go first,
I like that
awkward?
question.
yeah.
you know, you know how you open a book from the library for the first time and you smell the pages?
Yeah.
Think of the opposite of that.
Just the opposite of that.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't strike me as the dark academia type of person.
Like tartar sauce.
Right.
You'd say that tartar sauce is the opposite smell of a fresh book?
Yeah,
Okay,
like
bold claim.
like corn dogs and tartar sauce.
I've never had a corn dog.
I've never had tartar sauce.
I recently had a vegetarian corn dog. It was pretty good. I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna
god,
lie.
corn dogs. So American corn dogs.
Corn dog. I love corn.
Corn dog.
Oh my god.
Corn.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's corn, guys.
Corn.
Oh my god,
corn.
it's corn.
Bubba's getting nervous
Nervous?
hearing us say corn.
I wasn't thinking of that until you brought it up. I was thinking of the last MCC actually. That's what it reminded me of.
Oh yeah.
But-
Okay, I have a confession to make. I don't really watch
Minecraft.
like everything there is to know about MCC. I mainly watch like some of the highlight reels and just like analyze Twitch to see who won.
That's fair
It's like,
enough.
oh
You're
my
taking
god,
notes.
what a clutch! What a clutch! Oh my god, Dream clutching again! I was like, oh yeah, Dream's team won. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm like, that's how I found out Captain Sparkles broke the captain's curse. It was through Twitter.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the captain's curse! It's gone! It's broken!
I think
What
I
a
didn't
god!
watch that one live actually, the one where that happened. I think I was away or something. But I remember Kush being
Oh,
very
okay.
excited. I found out
Nice.
through Kush's tweets
Honestly,
that
honestly,
Captain won.
honestly, MCC has come at like such a perfect storm, like coming off the back of like Minecraft Mondays and other Minecraft tournaments and stuff like that.
It
'Cause
seems
we knew that sort of thing works, like having big YouTube groups like coming together, sort of collaborating, but they made it more streamlined and more watchable, I guess.
yeah, and it's so much more put together than other events. Like other events like had so many problems. Like I'm not saying MCC is perfect, but it's so much like more put together than any event I've seen. Like
Oh no,
Minecraft
definitely,
wise.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's really enjoyable.
The main person I watch from it is AMZ. But I sometimes watch other people's point of views as well, like Wilbur and yeah. But yeah. Does anyone else watch any Minecraft content? Or content in general? Like what sort of content do you guys watch?
I watch Minecraft content. I watch really.
It's very varied on the Minecraft content.
I don't know. I found this really small YouTuber recently, and I found him very entertaining. He basically plays Minecraft with only one block, and he starts on Bedrock, and he's been making a series about it, and I found it very entertaining so far.
Oh, cool.
Sounds cool. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
If I can find his channel, I'll let you guys know his name.
Yeah, I'm more into the Hermitcraft sort of vibes.
Oh, nice.
Like
Yeah.
larger scale.
Oh, I
like,
watched that.
collaboration and stuff. Yeah.
Hermitcraft's
Like,
fun.
I haven't seen like full Hermitcraft things. The life series. Green's Last Life and like Empire's SMP.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Mhm.
Like for some reason, like the first series of Last Life, the life series. I mean, like really like scratched an itch that I didn't know I had when it came to Minecraft content because like. You know, in like roleplay servers, they sort of feel like it's a bit like the Dream SMP. Like I enjoyed the Dream SMP at first, but I felt that like they rode themselves into a bit of like a railroad sort of thing, and how there was so much pressure. When what was great about the Dream SMP originally is how organic everything was. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I like Last Life because it's like it revolves around one person doing a thing and then just the ripple effect of that, and somehow it creates like a full mini story in there and stuff like
Kind
that.
of like
which I thought was really fun.
accidental roleplay almost.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like someone accidentally steals a cow that they think is out in the open. Turns out it's someone else's cow.
Yeah.
Whole wars can span from that. Last the entire series. Like multiple people that aren't the people involved die because of that cow. Or I think the best example is when Rian accidentally kills Scar with a creeper prank in the first season. And then from that season, they just become the duo, and they try to monopolize on different things and make enemies along the way because you know Scar is Scar and Green is Green and stuff like that. And it just like spirals into just like massive like grand scale conflict and stuff like that, which is really awesome.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I haven't watched any Minecraft content apart from MCC in a while.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
I was a huge Technoblade fan, and I would watch, but you know, everyone else I don't really watch too much anymore. Although I did watch Dream SMP a little bit in its prime. I'd watch Philza. Philza's videos are sometimes quite good, and
Phil's is really cool.
yeah, but honestly, I watch.
Like a really down sort of vibe.
I honestly watch more non-Minecraft related content. When it comes to videos, when it's streaming, I will watch people play Minecraft and stuff. But for some reason, I've just gone off Minecraft videos in the past year or so, or even sooner, the last few months.
Okay, I found a YouTuber. His name is Jokey Pokey.
Jokey Pokey.
I just wanted to. Jokey Pokey.
I'll check him out afterwards. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. Anyone else got any?
Let me go through. I used to watch a lot of Stampy when I was a kid.
Oh, Stampy.
I still
I
watch
loved
him.
his stuff. It was so good.
I really influenced. I actually think that. Sorry, you go on.
Oh, his Loveland spoiler alert just got taken by Hit the Target. So sad.
What? No way! Wait, hang on.
Yeah, he had to make a deal because he poisoned Barnaby, and so he made a deal with Hit the Target to
3 days ago. Fuck, damn.
yeah.
Bruh. Damn.
There's like there's like he did like a 10-year episode or something like that, and had like a montage of like every year, and I was like some years that I didn't catch, and there's like these really interesting plot lines and stuff that I wish I'd stayed on for, but you know, honestly, I reckon that Stampy's style of content really influenced like the general British YouTuber scene, because like it's super long form. It's like lots of bits
Yeah.
where there's like unedited bits, you know, and that's
Yeah.
what like a lot
Yeah.
of like, you know, old school YouTubers of that time like did. He stayed consistent with the style, and you can see it like in Hermitcraft. Like Green's videos are very like, you know, long forms and stuff with minimal editing and effects and stuff like that compared to like other YouTubers like, you know,
Yeah.
Mr. Beast and stuff like that, and all the Minecraft Civilization videos and stuff are a really good example.
Mm.
I used to love the I forgot what it was like. It started as the quest to kill the Ender Dragon, but I forgot what the title turned into.
Quest series,
But
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I loved that. And after I stopped watching Stampy's videos like every single time it came out, I still watched that until the very last one. And I was so sad when it ended because it was like the one thing that he still posted that I really enjoyed. Yeah, it was. That was the last thing I stopped watching on his channel when that like faded out. But that was really good. I enjoyed those. They turned into like podcasts, I think, or something like that. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
It was like long.
What do they do?
I think it turned into a podcast kind of thing. Like they would play Minecraft for like an hour or two, together.
Yeah.
And they'd talk about like I know they talked about like things like I think it's like Insomnia.
Magical Animal
I
Club.
don't know if that exists. Yeah, and Magical Animal Club and that sort of thing. I kind
That's actually a really interesting format for interviews, actually, because like you know, I really like interviews like Hot Ones, because it's sort of like more of a general conversation stuff whilst sort of they're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Which is where I think that more like, you know, organic conversations and topics tend to sprout up.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back and watch some of Stampy's old stuff, to be honest, and his new stuff
Yeah.
too. Like just to check
Like,
up.
when
Yeah.
when Stampy like left the group like on a mission or like on a journey in Race to the Moon, stealing their airship was the funniest shit to me back then. I was like, Stampy can do that, but it was so wholesome and stuff. He just stole their ship. What did they do that for? And he comes back like 12 episodes later. It's like a full-on anime. He like goes around like, doing like assault.
Yeah.
It gets written out of a story accidentally.
I remember.
And they roll with it.
I remember being very sad when Lee Bear left.
Oh yeah, he's an asshole though.
Yeah, I found
No
that
way
out
they
afterwards.
didn't
But I remember like when I was like joining the video, I was so sad, and then I think somehow online I got like after watching that video, I got recommended stuff about it, so I clicked on it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
to find out who he really was. Yeah.
Really bad for the Minecraft community back then. It was just so riddled with really shitty people.
Yeah, it really sucks. As much as I
a lot of like critics in general.
as much as I don't like cancel culture, sometimes it's good for like certain things. I feel like sometimes it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little unnecessary, but I think there's a few times where it's like it's needed. But then there's also other times where people get quote unquote cancelled and then they're still getting like millions of views. And it just confuses me. Like when they've
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
done something bad, sometimes
Sure.
they just haven't done anything that serious.
Yeah. Cancel culture in theory is really good because it's the audience realizing their own power. They don't have to like, you know, follow everything that a problematic person can do, you know?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it has become warped, like mainly because like, you know, media perception, stuff like that. Like those problematic creators saying, "Oh, poor me, my fans turned against me," and stuff like that. And also I think it is because of people not having a full grasp on like, you know, what's out there in the world, just because of the pandemics and how like life has become so broadcast. We think that we have a whole scope of like what the world is like, and that there's a black and white view on good and bad people. I'm not defending shitty people, by the way, but it's just like
Yeah.
there's like good people make mistakes, like Cavetown, for example. Like 7 years ago, he made like a pretty anti-Semitic tweet, which he has apologized for, and has taken full accountability, and like, you know, definitely learned from the situation. But there are still people going after them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a big difference between how some people go about it as well. Because sometimes it's like someone made a shitty tweet like a few years ago once, and then there's other people that like still continue to do like kind of shitty things. I think there's a very big difference between someone that's completely changed to someone that's like put on a persona of having changed. And I think it's quite like if you analyze someone's content, you can really tell. But like when you're younger, especially, I remember like there's some people I used to watch who like looking back on, like, I can't remember of exact names, but like looking back on their content like a few years later, I remember being like, how did I not know? Like,
Yeah.
it was because I was a kid,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
how did I not
Yeah,
know?
Like,
Yeah.
how big of a fans of Dream are we in this podcast? Is
Um,
that, like,
I'll watch him, but I'm not like, I'll watch when he uploads, but I'm not a, like a fan.
yeah.
yeah,
Like I
Yeah.
like
So,
people in the SMP and stuff, but I'm not gonna like. The only one I really like support really is Wilbur and Felza.
yeah,
fair enough.
yeah. I feel like
Well, the
I
thing is,
like some of Dream's
well,
videos, but like, I'm not like a huge
Tommy.
fan of him as well. It's kind of few because he's got like people I like in some of the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, like, the point I was saying is, there's been a whole bunch of things where Dream has sent out his fans and has said, "Oh, getting doxxed isn't that bad if you only have 50 followers and stuff like that," but it's still bad.
Yeah,
It's still
Yeah.
bad.
you could
Like,
say
he
that.
sends out.
You're getting
doesn't-
doxxed.
He doesn't take accountability for his own actions. He blames own fans for it. He sort of uses them as a scapegoat, meat shield type vibes. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get a weird vibe that he does that a lot.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
also I feel like,
no.
and I feel like it's also might be because he is privileged with the large following he has. He did kind of blow up really fast. So I don't think he really gets the perception of what it feels like to be a smaller streamer trying to like get by as much.
No, totally, yeah, completely. There have been like some streamer friends that I've had who have like turned to completely different people because of, like the insane amount of same platform that they've been given by their fans and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's really
Don't get me
scary how,
wrong. Yeah.
like media content creation as a job, as a title, is really
Hmm.
new. Like up until recently, it was just called being a YouTuber or something like that. But now there's
Yeah.
like diverse ways people make content, so it's now content creator. That's a whole other thing. But like, it's such a new job. We don't understand how everything like affects you. Like, it could like fundamentally change someone as a person, or it could just be like they just see things differently. You know?
I would be
Yeah.
very interested to know, like, because some people, as you said, like, change so much when they blow up, and then other people don't change at all. I don't know if this is my psych major coming out of me, but I would be so interested to know, like, if there's certain characteristics or certain ways they were brought up, or, like, if there's a factor
No,
that
totally,
makes
yeah,
it
yeah.
so they are, like, more likely to become, like, affected by this or less likely. Like, everyone's affected by it because they're getting views, they're getting like money and stuff like that, but like some people are affected like, oh, I can use this for good, and other people like are kind of like, I don't know, kind of freak out a bit, I guess, is what how I'd
What are
word
some
it.
really good examples? Because Mr. Beast is a pretty good example for using their huge platform for really good things, like
Yeah.
making ambitious projects. There's the whole housing thing they did, literally starting a fast food chain for a video, but like doing really good with it and stuff.
Yeah.
That's one example and stuff. But there's also what's like a smaller example, more well known, not well known, but like more an example that we can all relate to. That's like changed, where a content creator has like changed pretty drastically.
Sky does Minecraft.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I never watched them, to be honest.
I'll say this. I thought that the people who watched Captain Sparkles and Skylar's Minecraft were too cool for me because I was a Stampy kid, like, and the other YouTuber in that sort of lane and stuff like that. So I thought, oh, these guys are way too cool for me. I'm good over here. I'll step into that lane. That's a cool corner.
I was bullied a lot for watching Stampy, but it was also considered cringe at that point to watch YouTube, which I find hilarious
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Like, I don't
That's
know a
so
single
funny.
person that doesn't watch YouTube, but back then I was cringe. I was like the loser. I was the loser for watching YouTube. I was like, I would like only my best friends knew. If someone else brought up a YouTuber, I'd be like, oh, I don't know who that is.
Secret that you had at school is like, oh my god, I am not a. It's like in Twilight or something like that. It's like I'm secretly a vampire. I secretly have a YouTube channel.
You have a YouTube channel? That's even
It's
worse than watching
If someone
it.
just, and the thing is, it's like you're crappy, like filmed on like your parents' phone while you play Mario Kart on a TV screen and stuff like that. If someone found that, you were done socially.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
happened to me. So there was this comedy group called Loading Ready Run who did Magic the Gathering content. It was sort of like a whole skit. It was like a whole series and stuff, and I really liked that because I was going through like a Magic the Gathering hyperfixation. So I tried to make my own series like that. It didn't get off the ground at all. No, in fact, people found videos and started bullying me for it. It was like, this is that example of like having a YouTube channel at school. But I reckon that's
Yeah.
really changed me, like how I make my content and stuff. I try to take things a little bit more more lightheartedly, but I still try not let like people who like come in and be weird, like get massively for me. It's only happened a couple times, but
Yeah. I feel like now I'm not so. I'm still worried about people finding it, but it also really depends on who finds my channel. Cause like, I've told a few people in real life about my channel, and most of them have been good. There's one person that knows about my channel who screwed me over, and I was worried that they're gonna, like either out my personal details on stream or the other way around. But thankfully they didn't. So gladly they're kind of a decent person. Not a good person, but a decent person.
totally.
But yeah.
Another an interesting thing that's like come up particularly around the Twitch streamers is like their side projects and stuff. And I've just noticed an interesting pattern, and like not to blow smoke up my own ass, but like how some Twitch streamers have like different music projects, but they all typically fall under the indie genre. I like to think that I sort of outlie it by making slightly alternative music and stuff. Like, what do we feel about like media slowly becoming like more streamlined and like I don't know if like it's like stereotypes the right word? It's like media literacy is definitely going down. Like a great example is Stranger Things and reaction towards Stranger Things. But like, what about how content is becoming more and more the same? That's the word.
I feel like it's expected when there's a lot of competition. I mean, in this day and age, with all these streaming platforms, all these different types of media, when it comes to also YouTube, where you have to have this kind of personality type, have to follow the algorithm, play a game, pretty much. It's
Totally.
pretty,
Yeah.
So it's expected.
Yeah, no, totally.
And it's also the consumer who really plays a role in that. Like, if we wanted to see a change, then the consumer would have to change their ways as well.
I get that.
What's working is working.
It's just like everything's been turned into profit, basically. No one's really doing things because they want to anymore, really.
Yeah.
Think...
Or if they are, then it's not being recognized.
No, totally. Yeah, totally get that.
Yeah.
Go on, Bubba.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Transition.
Whenever Awkward says transition, just have the Batman sound effect there.
Legitimately, I was thinking of that every time.
Yeah, it reminds me of that PowerPoint transition when it like kind of the whole thing slides over.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. What are some really weird oh god. Did any of your friend groups try to put together PowerPoint presentations on like different topics and stuff as like a fun friend thing? We should do that one time.
Yes.
Like, we should have like a presentation night or something like that.
We should.
What if
should.
like one of our bloopcasts, blooper reels, sorry, To
Oh
host
yeah, we
a
could make a class
presentation evening.
presentation.
That sounds.
Or we
Yeah,
can play.
I'm down.
I
I'm
think.
down.
I think
Yeah, hell yeah.
Jackbox has something like that.
Yes, sort of, but like
Perhaps.
it
Does
Oh, they
anyone own the
do.
game? Does anyone own that game though?
no, I don't.
I believe.
No.
Personally.
Which one is it?
I don't know.
How many Jackboxes are there?
That's
There's like
the
12 or
talking points
something.
one, right?
Okay.
Is that the one with the pictures?
Yeah.
I've played it
If we're talking
before.
about talking points, I have that one.
I watch Jay Schlatt play all the time.
Yeah.
Or I used to. He doesn't
Yeah, we
upload
can
it
do
anymore.
we can do one where we could do both even. We could do one where we play Jackbox and one where we do PowerPoint
our own-
presentations and make
yeah.
it like into a small challenge or something. Or
No,
try
that'd
and
be really, really fun. I'd
Yeah.
really.
I think
enjoy
that's a
doing
great
that.
idea. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll make that a
Next,
thing.
next Blue casting.
Hell yeah. Better be
Yeah.
watching.
Agreed.
Sounds good.
Listeners.
Leave it.
I think
I'll see what I can do because my life is getting a little busier because I'm currently going through my HSCs, which is like the A levels, the SAs.
Yeah. This will be
and,
like once a month kind of thing, I'm thinking, just because life's been very busy. And also, like, if we want, we can make them longer, but I feel like doing it once a month is probably a good amount to talk about what's happened in the past month.
yeah, that's
Not
good, that's good.
make it too often.
Yeah.
So there's more to
And also
talk about.
yeah, and it keeps topics fresh and stuff like that, and also everyone's available and everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll ask everyone about the time again as well.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
This time works for me though.
Those of you who have made content or are content creators, how do you feel about having a consistent like schedule or uploading schedule and like the algorithms demand for it almost? Like,
Shitty.
do you feel like you keep up with it? And also, like, what are your thoughts
Oh,
on
definitely not. I've not uploaded a
No
video
way.
in a month, and it was like my channel trailer. It was that one video of me called "I Play the Keyboard," and it's like 30 seconds of like me saying, "No, seriously, I play the keyboard," and I take out like actual like unplugged computer keyboard, and then I really badly sing Sword Art Online opening whilst I do like an anime transition while playing the keyboard and stuff. I'm thinking of making a couple of videos like that because I've got a friend who's also in a band with me that's into synths and stuff like that, and I was thinking about
Yeah.
a whole series about it. But yeah, I think it's an interesting thought came into my head. I think it's turning into a lot more like in an effort to get like a stream of income that's not like that's unlike an office job. It's started to become like an office job, like we've got really unreasonable deadlines. Like if you don't upload like really consistent content, you're essentially dead to the algorithm, which is stupid.
Yeah, I heard that apparently, I don't know a lot about the Twitch algorithm, but I heard if you stream daily, it really likes you and puts you on the recommended. But that is
Yeah.
crazy. Daily
the main
streaming,
goal-
if you're working or
Time for
studying
that.
at the same time, or even just one of the two, like every single day. And like also the thing, I did
Yeah.
daily streaming for a bit, but it was like some days I just don't. My energy's just off, and like I feel like it's unenjoyable. So why would I go live? Like if people are gonna find my stream more, but I just feel like it's bad content. Like even if like people like decide to stick around, I feel like it's still not worth it if it's just not good content.
Definitely. No, I totally
Yeah.
get what you're saying and stuff. But this is my point about like the algorithm essentially becoming a really overbearing office worker job boss and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And
intrigued.
as
Makes sense, though. I used to
I
stream
can
every
only
day,
stream
and I
on
did really well
Fridays
for the
and
short time I did it.
Saturdays. Sorry, you go on.
That was it. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that. Sorry. But yeah, someone who only streams on the weekends like Friday and Saturday. It's a really weird set of days to do streaming, and it's also the only time of the week where I'm able to stream. Yeah, like I definitely think I could be doing better, or be growing a lot quicker, but I just can't because it's physically impossible.
Yeah, I could stream daily, but my uni work would really suffer, and I'm going in debt because of uni. I'm not going in debt because of streaming. Is all I'm gonna say.
No, you got it. It's all good. That's another thing we got to deal with. The dreaded DEBT word.
Yeah. So, but like, yeah, I wish Twitch algorithm was different, but I don't know enough about algorithms to say how. But I feel like it recommends streamers that are already big a lot. Like,
No, totally.
I'm
Yeah,
barely recommended small streamers, and when it is small streamers, it's when they stream daily.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, Twitch as a website, its main goal isn't like, give you like, diverse content and stuff like that and people who deserve to blow up and stuff. It's to basically keep you on the website for long periods of time. So big name YouTubers like Wilbur Sturt, when they stream, it's like the entire website breaks because they're such a big personality and they're such a big name, because that will keep audiences on the website for longer. That's why raids are a thing. It keeps viewers' attention.
This brings me to another topic. I know why big streamers don't do this, but what do you think about big streamers not raiding, or big streamers only raiding their friends?
Well, that's a weird thing. Like, there's like, it can build communities, definitely. That's how the Dream SMP sort of like started. It was just like people raiding each other.
Yeah.
But like, it can also make sort of like the level of popularity, or like, the level of success, people, quote unquote success, want to achieve really unattainable. Sort of like movies and like being an actor. Like, I want to be an actor and stuff like that at some point in my life, probably. But like, that whole thing, that like, superstardom and stuff like that is stupidly unattainable. Like, very few people in their lives achieve that, so much that we can basically count known celebrities on our fingers. But we're sold, like, by, corporations and stuff like that we can achieve those goals, which is pretty negative. It can have pretty negative effects on you,
I think that streamers, especially the bigger ones, don't raid because of the people who they may raid could be controversial, and it could bite them in the ass. But who cares? That's not their fault. I think it's a nice gesture to just raid.
I've heard big streamers say exactly that, but I feel like they shouldn't be held responsible for who they raid. Like, they should just be able to say, I don't know this person, but go send love and stuff over. But like, if they turn out to be an asshole, it's not their fault. Like, if I was to raid someone who was controversial or just suddenly said something really bad, I don't think my chat would be like, Bubbo, how could you do this? Unless I was like, oh, this is someone I follow and watch all the time.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be like, Bubbo, how could you do this? You just rated someone off recommended. It's like, I don't feel like people would hold me accountable, but I feel like some people might try to big streamers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it gives them the leg up.
I think this is a really interesting effect and something that I've been thinking about for a while. So we were talking about cancel culture. Earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I reckon that the reason cancel culture is so rampant and becomes so warped is because people are now afraid that they're going to be perceived as a bad person for innocently watching a creator they didn't know was problematic. Like, for example, all the times that Jay Stats have gotten cancelled and stuff, people are so, like, I imagine he's an okay guy, but like, he has such an unpredictable vibe that we can't really tell when he's joking or when he's not joking and stuff, or whether he's a bad person or not. And so people are perceived to be quick to quote unquote cancel Jay Schlatt. But the thing is, it's because they don't want to be perceived as a bad person for watching him, because in a friend groups, online and stuff, it's become vicious a little bit.
Yeah.
Not sound like, oh my god, the Gen Zers canceling and stuff like that. But it's like, yeah, like, because of the pandemic and because of like, because we're not going outside as much, our weird perceptions of how society functions have changed a lot,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Jay Schlatt. I've heard he's been cancelled a lot, and don't hold me to this because I don't know like the reasons why he's been cancelled. But the reason I don't like avoid his content or avoid content he's in, I've never been given a reason why he's been cancelled or he's bad. I've been told he's bad. I've been told don't watch him. He's bad. No one's given me a reason.
No, yeah, I get that. I kind of get what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, I've heard he's had edgy humor, but like, there's a difference between being edgy, quote unquote, like, in a reasonable way, than being an asshole. Like, I feel like there's a clear difference there, and like, I feel like some people just don't understand humor almost. although like just to clarify, I don't know all the things behind J Slat being cancelled and
not-
everything
and
because
not
I'm
me.
not an avid J Slat watcher. I just know him through like Wilbur's content, Techno's content, and that stuff.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
not being like Gen Z just don't understand comedy. It's like I make a really obviously offensive joke and that people cancel me for it. I mean, hello, have you heard of a thing called dark comedy? I mean, like joking
Yeah.
about like dead people isn't funny ever.
Yeah.
Really. Unless it's like really, unless a fascist dictator, in which case go to fucking town. He deserves it. They deserve it probably. But like, if it's like a person like in someone's lives who's died, like someone's parents or like family members, then don't like that's like that can be written off as edgy humor, but it just doesn't come off as very funny.
I also find it really weird how like if like a content creator generally, like I'm not saying that it's a bad thing this happens, but say like a content creator everyone likes, like say if Wilbur, like not saying he would do this, I don't think he ever would, but say something like really bad like about like I guess trans people or something like that, like everyone would like lose their shit, they would go off at him, like he would get solidly cancelled. But then like people on like TV shows and like other types of media, like I know there's a particular person that made like jokes against trans people on like Netflix and stuff.
Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
But then like they have no effect on them, and it makes no sense to me how like people in like TV shows or like that sort of media seem to not have an impact from it while people in other media do. And by the way, I'm just clarifying, Wilbur has never said anything like that. It's just a random example.
I reckon it's because Twitch
Media.
as a thing is an interactive media form, and so streamers feel like and the audiences do have a big impact in both things because they can review bomb a TV show, review bomb a certain celebrity and stuff like that, and the network won't hire them anymore and stuff like that. But like it's also like Dave Chappelle comedy in general as a concept. This is like even I as a non-comedy person know this. Is designed to punch up at like systems that be and stuff like that, and are not designed to make fun of minorities and make fun of people who are marginalized, such as trans people.
Yeah.
Like so really shitty people making transphobic jokes and stuff, rightfully so, get cancelled and stuff like that. They will have an effect eventually. It's just not felt immediately. Like comedians on TV won't get hired anymore. Like Dave, John Mulaney, for example. Turns out he's an utter asshole, which shocked me. It was annoying. But
What?
and like yeah, there's a whole thing
Really?
about John Mulaney.
I will
Yeah,
do research after this. Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be easier as well for them to hide behind a persona almost, because like streamers are kind of like face to face with their chat like all the time, as like they're kind of behind like a safety net almost, like people like on TV and stuff. I feel like might also have an impact. But I think it's good that if someone did say something like really shitty on Twitch and stuff, they would be like, although some people overreact over like some things, but like when there is something actually shitty said, I'm glad that people are often very quick to be like, to stop them. And also something I find weird, going back to like the dream topic, when he said he was unlabeled, so many people attacked him for it. And like I understand attacking Dream for like maybe cheating in Minecraft, like other shitty things he's done, but like why did they feel like they had to attack someone for being unlabeled? Like I feel like that is just
That's Twitter.
it's just
Twitter,
hateful
man.
hate, I guess.
No, I kind of understand what you're saying, but I reckon it's mainly because everyone feels like there should be a label, which is not true. People have walks of life and stuff like that. I know a couple of people who are unlabeled and stuff. Like people who don't have like a label on their gender identity and stuff like that. But yeah, people have just been told they should have a label and should always have like some reason to explain themselves and stuff. And so when someone comes out against like that sort of thing, it's like, well, that's a thing. That's a thing. No, it's not a thing. Of course, not a thing. You have to have a label to be this. And have to
They're also just too invested in these people's lives.
shipping. I reckon
Exactly.
it's shipping culture. That's a lot of partly due to shipping culture.
Yeah.
That's honestly, I think that's probably what it was because they didn't have like any definitive proof.
Yeah.
which is gross. It's gross.
yeah.
To think that that's the reason they would they'll be canceling, but like it's kind of likely that that's the reason why Dream stands are so upset that Dream was unlabeled.
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
just
I
seems
think-
so dumb if you're like a huge fan of someone to be upset by that. Like, I'm a fan
Yeah.
of someone. I do not care who they like. Like, they could be asexual, they could like women, men, non-binaries. I do not care. I like them for their content.
Exactly.
I reckon this is the direction that society needs to take a hold. Not like dismiss the queer identity and stuff like that, but like
Yeah.
Just like
Like,
full
it's relevant
personality.
when it's relevant, and it's not when it's not. It's like if you're gonna hire someone in a business, it doesn't matter who they're attracted to. Like, there's a time and a place kind of thing.
yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. There's also the aspect we've got to be careful of where discrimination is brought up and like people who don't share that identity don't understand why it's discrimination and can lead to more problems not being solved and stuff like that.
True.
But that's mainly down to situations and stuff like that. Like if someone can McDonald's will hire someone who can flip burgers and just generally be a good worker and stuff like that. Unfortunately, in lots of places there will be other aspects and stuff like that which is really shitty.
Yeah, I feel like it just shouldn't matter, like in
Yeah, yeah.
situations. But like it does matter, but just in certain situations it doesn't. But then again, it does upset some people. Like one of my McDonald's managers actually just really hated one of my other managers because she was openly gay. And then I had another employee say to me like, "Oh, like that. What's a random name? I don't want to say the real name. Someone give me a random name."
Jennifer.
Joe Mama.
Jennifer. Jennifer
Oh.
always talks about liking women. Like, why can't she just shut up about it? Like, I'm fine with her liking women, but why can't she just stop talking about it? And it just annoyed me. And then I saw my other manager. Apparently they had to stop them being on shift together because she's very anti not being
Just
straight.
homophobic.
Yeah, homophobic. Openly
Not
homophobic
fun.
and transphobic.
Oh,
Which was
that's
not fun. That manager actually hated me, although she knew nothing about me. But yeah, sorry, there's a bit of a sidetrack, but
Oh, talking of really that sort of vibe. The Star Wars community. What the fuck, guys?
I saw your
I,
tweet about that. I'm not involved in the Star Wars community, but that just seemed messed up.
Yeah, I've gotten there's a lot of discourse on the TikTok and stuff like that. Basically, because there's a whole little story that's just come out commissioned by Disney, another person, and apparently in that story, Obi-Wan is canonically bi, which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's another one. It's another one for our comrades and stuff. Another one to the cause. Hell yeah! But there's so much blatant homophobia. The second a quote unquote legacy character gets altered in any sort of way, they have they like sausages and stuff like that. For example, when they were previously liked I don't know, hot dogs. No, not hot dog. That's the same thing.
like
Pancakes or something like that. You don't like pancakes. Obi-Wan Kenobi does not like pancakes anymore. Everyone will go up in arms and basically reveal all the colors, all their true colors and stuff like that. And just the amount of homophobic comments that I saw on that YouTube recommendation was utterly disappointing.
I feel
And that was the point of the video. It wasn't the point about responding to everyone being bi. It was just the point of that whole thing being, yeah.
I feel kind of sheltered almost in the community I'm in on Twitch because everyone is so LGBTQ plus. The majority of people are. Sometimes it shocks me when I see other communities and people just being blatantly just homophobic or transphobic or anything like that.
Mhm.
Sometimes it shocks me, especially in real life, because I'll be online a lot, maybe too much, but I'll be online a lot and I'll be like, oh yeah, everyone's so happy being themselves, and then I'll go in real life and I'm like, oh wait, never mind, people
should die.
Yeah, it's really strange. I'm glad there is this part of the internet, but it's sad that it is just a part of the internet and not a generic thing.
Mhm.
Although, if I went into the future one day and like, where like, being queer was so normalized, it was essentially like, oh, my husband, oh, you have a husband, when it's like the surprise when someone has a wife. It's like, me and my wife went on this holiday. Oh, I have a wife. Yeah, me and my wife on this holiday. Oh, me
Yeah.
and my husband did ice skating this the other day. Oh, I have a husband. That's cool. But like, I feel that I wouldn't fit in. Everyone will think I'm weird for thinking that like, what you guys are just cool with it, like being open like this. They're like, yeah, are you homophobic or something? Like, you have a problem with that?
Yeah.
Which is a really funny thought and something that I honestly hope happens one
Yeah,
day.
I hope it's more
I don't,
normalized, but
I don't,
I feel like
I
it'll
don't want
be
it to be dismissed. I don't want it to be. I don't want the queer identity to become so normalized that everything becomes dismissed, because that's what I feel. It'll undermine basically all the activism that so many people have fought, and in some cases, passed away for.
yeah. I feel like
In the name
it's
of
probably going to be
liberation.
one of those things that will become slightly more normalized, but there's still going to be those people. And I
Yeah,
think
I
it'll
have a,
yeah.
I have a genuinely tough question that I wonder sometimes. In the
Shoot.
future, uh, would it be more progressive to not be labeled as gay or bi or anything and just like whoever you like and
no,
not
I
have
I
anything,
actually
or do you think it's more progressive to embrace that one culture and
I
just
think I
like
think I think embrace the culture. Honestly, like going unlabeled or assuming everyone is unlabeled and stuff like that, in some cases, not all cases, but some cases, can really like invalidate the history. Like I said, like the people who, like like dedicated their entire lives to basically fight for queer liberation and stuff like that. Like if I dismissed my trans friend's identity, that would be that would be transphobic, because I'm not acknowledging that that is the walk of life that they've been a part of, and that doesn't affect part of their life and stuff, which is not true.
yeah
Like unfortunately their trans identity, not unfortunately that they're trans, but like their experience living inside society and the world is like is greatly influenced by their identity as a whole. Even
yeah
bisexuals, even like a bisexual dude, I feel left out of like a lot of queer communities because of my experience and stuff like that, and the way that not being like a like anti like I will sound anti-feminist for saying that, but like the way some movements have demonized the experiences of guys in a way.
I feel like the whole like just looking at like all my bi friends and also just just stuff I've seen in like just on social media about bi people. I feel like bi people are like told that they're like their feelings aren't valid and stuff because they're
Definitely,
not
yeah, yeah,
explicitly straight nor are they explicitly gay. And it's like I feel like some people from each community have a problem with that. Like some people are really chill, but I feel like some
yeah,
people are
yeah.
just like, oh, you're not valid in either community, and I feel like it's just it's
It's like
just
when
rough.
like when I see some videos of like femme bisexuals being like, no, we don't like men. Ew, icky men, disgusting. Ew, you like men? I am so sorry. Get well soon. That's really hard to hear, especially someone who like like me. Like I am non-binary, but like I identify with like as like masc most of the time, and like and like, it makes me feel really difficult. Makes me feel like I can't really fit into like lots of other like the non-binary community, because like I don't fit into what stereotype is non-binary.
Yeah, I find
Like,
the whole like people who think non-binary people should have a certain persona or look just really weird. Like it feels like as if like if you were born like looking feminine, you must like look more masculine and the other way
exactly,
around.
yeah.
And it's like that is ruining the point of being non-binary. The non-binary part is that like well, it's different meanings to different people, but basically it's like you don't associate with either gender. So stop telling people who were born femme looking to stop looking femme if they
Exactly,
want to look femme,
exactly.
and the other way around.
Yeah, definitely. No, I completely get that. You're right. You're right on the money with that point. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope the world becomes more progressive at it, but like I don't know. It's hard sometimes to think that it'll go that way, but like, other things have become slightly better, so hopefully eventually
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just like educating one person at a time. Because like a few years ago, or like when I was younger, like I was not exposed to like any of this information. Like I was like I didn't know I could use different pronouns. Like I knew other people did when they were trans, but I didn't know you could just like use what pronouns fit you and it not be associated with your gender. And I feel like that's like kind of sad that most kids and even like teenagers and even especially adults don't know that.
No, totally, I get that.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of sad.
Yeah. It's
Hey, anyways,
Transition time.
transition time, and I think we should start with the people like Charlie and all them who haven't been
Yeah,
saying anything
yeah.
for like 30
sorry,
minutes.
By the way, that was a bit of a rant on my part. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We've all been talking.
Yeah.
So what's your guys' music taste? Starting with Charlie.
That's my least favorite question. I'm for some reason really embarrassed about what I like. Right now, I
Go
guess
for it.
We're not
prog
gonna
rock and
judge.
stuff like that. Just 70s rock at the moment.
Nice.
No, that's
what I
actually-
like.
That's
Also
good.
Billie Eilish. I'm obsessed with Billie Eilish at the moment.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
good.
cooler every single time you think, what the fuck? Ah!
Thank you.
Like 70s rock and Billie Eilish is it's a combination you don't really expect to go well together, but it sometimes does.
It does. And I just love Billie Eilish's music a lot.
Nice.
It's different from most of the stuff I hear typically.
That's cool. She's really fucking good.
She's really fucking good.
Like it's not my style of music, but she's really fucking good.
Yeah, I like one of her songs. It's not really my style of music either, but like I think she's very talented, and I know like a lot of my friends love her music. So yeah,
She's like got like this sort of like vision for her look that I don't think a lot of other celebrities and music projects have. You know, like I want this like very specific vibe for my shows, for example. That's that sort of deal.
yeah. What's your music
What
taste,
about
Tico?
yeah?
I kind of like anything except for country. Like I listen to some metal, some indie, some just kind of
yeah.
everything. Not really hard rap or country, but everything else.
Oh yeah.
No, hell yeah, for sure.
What have you been listening to the most at the moment? Do you like go through phases, or is it kind of everything at once?
Usually it's everything at once, but recently it's been a lot more like indie pop and modern rock for some reason.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Australian music scene is a really good indie rock scene, which is really awesome.
Yeah, I feel like indie's quite cool music, and it can be quite varied as well, which is cool.
For those who don't know,
Yeah.
there's this band called the Ryans, and there's a pop punk band called Betty Rays that you can check out.
Queen, what's your music taste?
I don't know. I kind of like pretty much anything.
enough.
I don't really like rap very much or country or like heavy metal like that, but pretty much anything else. I like indie. I like alternative.
You got a fave band or musician, or like top? Who's up there? Because I know picking a top one's pretty difficult. At least personally, I'm like, no, I can't pick one.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of like depends what I feel like listening to. Like
Fair
sometimes
enough.
I'll be really into one type and then go to someone else. I don't know.
I have an interesting question.
Mackenzie
What was
Huh?
Mackenzie really likes like music from musicals.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
some musical
Ooh.
music is really good.
Yeah, there are tons of good
Anytime,
songs.
anytime I listen to music with Mackenzie, and she just like randomly will get into like a musical type mood and put on like
Not all the
like
time,
anything.
just sometimes.
What was the last song you all listened to? Do you know? Like,
Yes, because I just
me, that was the full song that I listened to was
the last one.
the the last one. I actually skipped through a whole bunch of songs, and I'll pick one at random, and that'll be my answer. I like to say I have a lot of Lovejoy in my playlist.
Yeah. My last
Like,
one
not,
was
not
Lovejoy.
necessarily only because it's like for some reason when they dropped their first EP, that was like there was an itch in my brain that was scratched.
Yeah.
Also like songs with really heavy guitars in it for that sort of reason. Actually,
I love
that's
that
why
upbeat vibe to it. Like
Yeah,
recently,
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
liking music that hypes my brain, and Lovejoy really
Yeah.
hypes my brain.
there's a Japanese band called the Blue Hearts, and it's if like classic. It's like classic punk, but it's Japanese.
Oh
And it
yeah.
was basically Japan's
Sounds
version
awesome.
of like it was like 1980s and stuff like that, and it's like the biggest band of that era. And like whenever you see a video of the Blue Hearts, like one of their songs, you'll see a bunch of like people go, "Oh my god, I remember like my dad or like someone playing this song and stuff," and just like being really cool. I'll actually.
What's the name of the song, Xander?
I don't know. I don't speak Japanese.
No,
Um,
the last song you
it's-
listened to. I mean, before you said it was Lovejoy.
I think it was your. I just like put in a random song. I think it was You'll Understand when you're older.
Oh yeah, nice. What about you, Mackenzie?
Oh, um, I went to the movies today. I guess I don't know if this counts, but I watched the Elvis Presley movie, so I guess one of his songs because it was in the movie.
Nice,
Fair enough.
nice.
Let's go.
No, it's Joji. It's Joji.
What about you, Tico?
It was Pleaser by the Wallows.
Ooh,
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. What about you, Charlie?
Uh,
Mine was House of the Rising Sun by Animals. Old song.
Nice. What about you,
Hmm.
Awkward? Orcs.
We-
Tanner.
Oh,
Tanner.
yeah.
oh, I was gonna talk about.
Your name's
I was
Tanner.
gonna. I was gonna. No,
Awkward.
it's not.
That's all.
So I was gonna bring up music genre tastes because I wanted to see if anyone else has been in this kind of binge. Recently I've been really into like old blues and jazz, like Louis Armstrong and stuff like that. Like recently I've been really into that, and also a lot of alternative Brit rock.
Oh, Stone Roses. If you
Yeah.
guys have the Stone Roses are fucking incredible. Love those guys.
And also just a lot of rap. I don't know. My music genre changes a lot,
No, totally.
and that's
I feel you on that one.
That-
Everyone's like,
I love some.
that's a- you know,
I love some songs
You-
one day, and the next day I'm like, nope, this sucks.
Yeah.
Why did I listen to What?
Yeah, it's like movies. I can't like my ADHD. Like when I was a kid, I used to watch Cars like every single day, like on like 5 times repeat. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh!
The
and stuff
movie?
like
Oh,
that.
fantastic.
The movie, yeah. but then,
really
then
cool.
now I can't watch a movie twice ever.
Oh.
I think Scott Pilgrim and
I
or, like,
love Scott
any sort of-
Pilgrim.
it was Given and Scott Pilgrim were the only ones because they're both part of being a band, and they also scratched the damn itch. I was like, oh my god, yeah. But I reckon that everyone's like, oh, I don't really have a direct music genre and stuff. I don't really have an aesthetic. I think that's vital in like that we have non-linear aesthetics and music interests and stuff because that makes things more interesting. It makes you more prone to discovering more interesting stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like someone like someone's into like Celtic Norse metal and stuff like that. Or no, I heard an interesting one, satanic ska music,
Ooh.
Oh.
which is like
Yeah.
it's essentially ska, but a little more like House of Wolves and Will Woody.
Hmm.
You know,
Oh.
it's got like that sort of like satanic sort of vibe to it. Like
Yeah.
I hurt myself in Condemned.
No, yeah.
That's also one of the best hooks. One of the best hooks to a song. That and the opening Surfs Up.
Oh my god.
Mm.
You've unlocked a core memory.
Dude, okay, so whenever someone will say, "Oh, what's the best cinematic opening of all time?" Partly as a joke and partly because I'm kind of serious, I will say Surf's Up because no movie has caught like my attention more than Shia LaBeouf saying, "One day I'll be just like him," and the opening riff for Holiday, just like turning on and straight afterwards. Maybe
Yeah.
because I had a Green Day hyperfixation when I was a kid.
Mm.
But yeah,
Same.
good shit, good shit. I can't stand him now, but it's good shit.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever spoken to someone who said they don't like music?
My brother.
My
It weirds me out. I feel bad saying this, but if you say to me you don't like music, like not like you don't like country music, you don't like rock music, you don't like pop music, it's like you don't like music.
Yeah. No, I
it just
get
doesn't
that.
make sense to my brain. It's like
Who just doesn't like music?
I've been trying to get my brother into music as a whole thing. Like he's into Tyler the Creator and stuff like that. I've never listened to Tyler the Creator. He's really interesting. Like he's not like the god of music that everyone says he is, but he's a really interesting artist. So I've been trying to
Yeah.
like get him to go. Oh, if you look through the Spotify also recommends artists. You'll be able to find music that's similar to Tyler's, but something you'll also enjoy.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean.
Also, music is such a large spectrum. I feel like it's impossible not to like music.
yeah,
I
it
feel like
feels just
you just don't like
strange.
mainstream, or you like really obscure things people wouldn't really like.
Like this,
So
yeah,
it's
because
just
music
simpler to
varies
say you don't
so
like
much. Like you could like a soundtrack in a movie that counts as liking music.
Scott Pilgrim's
Yeah.
Project rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your
Good
guys'
vibes.
favorite video game? Like, at the moment.
Oh fuck.
Minecraft.
Probably
Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Mine's probably
But I wanna
Minecraft.
say-
Sorry.
I wanna
Very
say
creative
of, like-
answers.
I want to say like recently Monster Hunter World to be different. I haven't played it in ages, but this game called Monster Hunter World was really cool.
What's it about?
Okay.
Monster hunting?
Okay, so basically, Capcom. It's like part of like, it's like
You
so
hunt monsters.
basically you.
Wow.
Oh yeah, essentially it's like Dark Souls. Really...
Well, I'm so smart.
Okay.
I'm so smart.
Oh, you're a genius! Let's
Okay,
go!
Thank you.
so think Dark Souls bosses, like the same move combat, the same like big bombastic weapons and elemental stuff. But basically but it's really condensed. Like you don't have to track around an entire map to kill a dragon that will one shot you. Basically, you track the monster throughout the map and go into different locales and stuff like that. You use like the terrain, different like bugs. There's a thing called a flash bug that if a flying monster tries to swoop at you, you can shoot and it knocks it out the sky and basically leaves it prone, so you can deal a whole bunch of damage in. But yeah, it was so much fun. Like I don't play it
You're
much
gonna
anymore because it's a big, it's
What?
a really big game.
write a
Like, it's
video
like
essay about how much I love it.
I'll watch it. I'll
Like,
watch it.
it's like JRPG like power scaling and stuff like that. So you've got to grind a lot to
Oh,
get
yeah.
good.
I'm good at grinding. Wait.
Oh my
If you're
God.
grinding-
Oh
if you enjoy
my
the grinds,
God.
you'll really
Oh
enjoy
my
Monster Hunter.
God.
If you like Dark Souls, the grind, and just like general
Oh yeah.
shit, you will love Monster Hunter. I'm not Monster Hunter World specifically because like the other Monster Hunter games, I'm not really sure. There's a new one, Monster Hunter Rise, which is on Switch.
How much grinding is there in the game?
Well, you've got to kill more than one monster to get all the things that you need.
Is it like Genshin? Because I've never
No,
played
no,
it, but I was told that's a grinding game.
Well,
I've never played it, but
Kinda. So, like,
I
so it's
love
not pay to
grinding.
win at all. You go out, you complete the missions and stuff, you get gold. You can trap monsters to get more items, or you can kill monsters if you have to. Some monsters you can't trap, like this thing called elder dragons, I think they're called. And they're like giant wyvern things that are like, got a different little gimmick about them that you can't trap, you have to kill them. And
Yeah.
those guys basically hold like, the good armor in the game. So you've got to grind like increasingly harder monsters and stuff. You'll be knocked down and stuff. I'll check the price. I think it's like 20.
Charlie.
Have you guys played Multiverses?
Multiverses.
No, I
What's
haven't.
that?
What?
I've been playing that so much recently. It's like Smash Bros, but it's free on every platform, and
Oh, let's
I've
go.
been playing the hell out of that. It's like Warner Bros. So you can play Tom and Jerry versus Finn versus Garnet versus Steven Universe versus Shaggy, who goes to God mode. Remember that meme? Where they
Oh,
brought
they!
into the
I
game.
can't believe they actually did that.
Yeah, Finn's broken though. He needs to be nerfed so freaking bad.
Bugs Bunny as well needs to be nerfed apparently.
Yeah,
Also, on
Bugs
that note,
Bunny is
there
hard
are
to play. Kinda, I heard.
yeah, there are two things about Monster Hunter. There's an expansion called Monster Hunter World Iceborne, which is super fucking sick. You should check that out. It's like that completes the game. But yeah, basically, base game is as low as 15 or $13, and Monster Hunter Iceborne is like in the 30s, like aging game pricing. So it's not $60. It's like in their 30s.
Yeah. Charlie,
So
what's
it's
your
really good.
favorite video game?
Yeah.
Normally I say GTA 5. It's my comfort game. I've been playing it since it came out, and I've not been away from it for more than a couple of months. But at the moment, probably COD Zombies because it's just
Cool.
nostalgic to me.
Cool.
And yeah, I've been playing it a
Fresh
lot
with their
recently.
souls. Get into a corner. Get to a corner.
What about you, Tico? Other
Tico.
than Minecraft. No one can say Minecraft because I feel like that's going to be everyone's response. Is it Overwatch?
Yeah, I think so. Other than Minecraft, I've really been enjoying Overwatch recently.
Two games you stream.
Oh no.
And is there anything you do else, Tico? Anything you don't stream? Because those are the two games you stream on the regular. Is there something else that we don't know about Tico? Some hidden Tico lore?
Tico Lawpog.
I League of Legends. I like League of Legends.
Oh,
League of Legends is
sorry.
good.
Sorry, I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Sorry.
Oh my
No,
God.
it's fine. It's fine. Every time I say the word,
I
it's.
enjoy it, but oh dear.
I know.
I was told
I
it was
tried
painful and a very toxic community. But I
Oh,
should
no,
play
totally.
it.
It is.
That's
I
what
hate
someone
myself
told
for
me.
playing it,
That's
but
what the same person told me. They're like, it sucks. Toxic community. You should play it.
I've heard
I
the same about
played
Overwatch.
on. I could only play.
that
on
yeah.
So it always died.
Queen,
That's-
what's your favorite video game
Hmm.
other than Minecraft?
Other than Minecraft.
Red Dead.
Oh yeah, I really like Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's
I haven't played it in a long time, but I like it. I like
Well,
GTA.
Yeah.
Are stable.
Would it be
No,
Minecraft if
GTA
it
is
was an option?
what?
Would
Don't
it be
avoid my
Minecraft
answer.
if it was an option, or would the other two be above it?
I'd probably say Minecraft is number one.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like it's been number one since I was like
Minecraft's had a
11.
Minecraft has massive impact on like culture as a whole and stuff like that. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Yeah.
Minecraft
very
sucks.
different to other games as well. Like the thing,
I hate
Yeah.
that
I
game.
was told Valorant's really good and stuff by people, but to me, as a not first-person shooter regular player, it looked the same as Fortnite and a bunch of other first-person shooter games I've seen.
As soon as I saw the game, like people go, "Oh, this is Valorant," I was like, "Oh, that is CS:GO."
CS:GO, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it, like
Same
it
thought.
looks
Yeah.
the same to me. I don't know if that's because I'm just not a regular first-person shooter player, but I was like, most of the
CS:GO
games just
Overwatch.
looked like there was an original, and everyone just went, "Yes, let's make the same game, but slightly change the
feature.
graphics and slightly add one feature and remove another."
I blame Dark Souls. I blame Dark Souls for this. Like, that's another game that's had a massive impact, like genre-wise. And now every single game company wants an open world, grindy boss type game.
Yeah.
Even Pokemon. Pokemon's got giant Pokemon battles now. Like the raids thing.
I feel like
Yeah,
Minecraft's the one game I've played where I've never seen a very similar game, apart from games that are trying to be Minecraft explicitly.
No,
That's
yeah,
the only time.
Actually, no, that's actually a really interesting point. I used to play this
Yes.
game called Trove a little bit.
Yeah, I played that.
Is
Yeah,
it similar?
Yeah.
It's like an MMO game, but it's like the same sort of blocky style, but
Oh, yeah.
but like expands on it. I think Terraria did it well.
Yeah,
'Cause it-
everyone
started
compares
off as
Minecraft to
Minecraft
Terraria,
clone.
but I feel like they're quite different, especially if you think about how different first-person shooter games generally are. Minecraft and Terraria are quite a lot different than those games are, though. I feel like.
No, totally. Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
they're similar-ish games to Minecraft, but it's still like they're quite different. Like you would want to own both of them. As I feel like first-person shooter games, it's like you own one of them, you own all of them.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to put someone on the spot here.
Not me, please.
Charlie,
Yeah.
you pick the next topic.
Bum, 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 bum.
I don't. Where's the document where there's a list of topics?
Before you can get out of this
For
one,
those who don't
Charlie,
know,
huh?
we're
I do
anticipating
the
everything to be
6
super
a.m. I
awkward.
slept for an hour. Please pick something else.
Okay,
We're anticipating this to be super
Do you want us
awkward.
to
so
call
we
him
made
someone
past
else?
topics.
Tico,
Nice. I love
Hmm?
Tico's stuff.
You got it
Tico,
open,
pick
Tico?
the next.
You got the document open? Or your brain open? One of the two?
Silence is loud.
Friend.
I don't want to pick.
There's a...
Okay, then we'll-
Queen!
Alright, Mackenzie.
This podcast is going so well, guys.
Queen, you got this! Ah! That scared me! That scared me!
I think Bubba should pick the topic.
I'll
Me?
pick because
I
I'm
agree.
amazing.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead,
Okay.
amazing.
Screw you, Bubbo. Here we go.
Oh no.
What? What are some scary stories? And they have to be real, apparently, according to the document.
Oh,
Parentheses room.
Parentheses. Okay, for anyone who doesn't, okay, you guys don't know, but like, we have a document with all of the things, and then it just says scary stories in parentheses real.
The thing is,
Like-
I don't think
like
I
fake
added
stories
that.
were an
I don't know who added that. I don't think I put that on scary
So-
stories.
so- As a joke, I put annoying things that happened to us that day, and I put fake.
Okay.
They can't be real, guys. We must make it up.
Yeah, we need to make fake stories up in one of these.
Tell something real, you're out. You're kicked out of the podcast.
Okay, but this time, it has to be real scary stories.
Very
I think
scary.
I-
Does a near-death experience count as scary?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
No, that's like calming. It's a very zen experience,
I feel like
Bubba.
I've been doing a lot of talking. Does someone else want to go?
Well, I
Uh,
don't have a story, so
Do you want?
I don't either.
Yeah, I
do
don't
you
think
want-
I have a story.
I'll start and
I
you guys
do.
can think. How about that?
I can
Yeah.
Told
think
this
of it.
before, so be quick. So,
One second. I need to do something real quick. Hang on.
okay. Bubbo, when Bubbo was like, I don't know, younger, like I don't know how old I was to be honest. I was like,
Less old than you are now.
okay, it was before year 8.
Young Bubbo.
It was before year 8, okay? If anyone knows what that
Yes,
means. Americans probably just really confused right now.
Before you're 8
It's
for a
like the
generation.
same thing. It's grade.
So yeah, I was before year 8. I was younger than year 8. I went skiing for the first time. Just learning to ski, and then I went on
It went
a
well.
chairlift.
Nothing bad happened.
The chairlift was fine. I didn't die. Good start. I got off the chairlift, and I fell over. Normal first skier time things. I
Well.
went up this chairlift with my aunt, uncle, maybe my cousin. I don't know if my cousin was there. I don't really remember. And my other uncle. 2 uncles. I went skiing down a mountain when I probably shouldn't have quite yet. And I was taught to do that V thing with your feet, like that, make that V shape. But apparently there's not enough when you're on a really steep mountain. So
no.
I was trying to do that. I ended up flipping over like about 6 times, and then like falling like FUD like on the ground, right next to the edge of a cliff when I looked up. And then I was asked if I was okay, and I was like, yeah. And then they're like, okay, keep going. And I was like, did you like? I was like less than a meter from the edge of the cliff, and I was just like, and then I ended up having to I was quite young at this point. I must have been like 10 or something. So I had to just ski down with my uncle holding on to me the whole time. But it was terrifying, and for some reason that made me have a fear of chairlifts. So I went skiing one other time after this. And I went in the beginners area, and it was a few days of skiing at a school thing. I don't know what it was, the school thing. And I just refused to go on the chairlifts. So I was like the only one at the beginners area like the whole time. But yeah, that was my. What was it called? What was the topic again? The crazy.
No, it was scary stories.
Scary stories, yeah. I almost fell
Scary
off a
stories.
cliff.
Yes.
I have one.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
let's hear it.
Spooky ambience and spooky ambience.
I was 9 years old or 10.
Oh
I
my
don't
god!
remember. And I usually had read or wrote. I don't know what the proper term is. English. I don't do that. So
We don't need
usually
it.
I ride my bike back home, but it had a flat tire, so I was walking that day, and I had just a bad gut feeling, and none of my friends could like hang out with me that day or walk with me home like they usually did. So I was just like, um, I feel like something's gonna go wrong today. So I was walking, and then I noticed in my peripheral vision there was a car slowly inching and following me. And then when I stopped walking, the car would stop too. And my heart began thumping so hard. I was just frozen there for a second. And then I slowly turned my head, and there was like tinted windows. I started sprinting as fast as I could, and then the car began driving faster towards me, and I was so terrified. I looked towards the driver's window, and he had this black object in his hands. And he was an old man, and I don't know if it was a gun or if it was a camera or something else, but I was so petrified. I was like, I'm gonna get kidnapped. Holy shit. And then
Fuck!
he just drove away.
Holy
He,
shit!
he just drove away.
Oh my. Okay.
And I was just like, and I ran home, and they called the police, and there's nothing they could do because they didn't know his license number plate or anything. I just told the story, and that they thought either I made it up or maybe he was just messing with me. But like the thing is, why would an old man take pictures of me if that was a camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's messed
That's
up.
really weird.
This isn't a
Yeah,
scary
so
story, but it reminds me of there was this dude that came onto our school field and took pictures of female students while they were just eating their lunches. That was very, very creepy.
Do you want to hear about the story
Yeah.
of there's like a local myth at my high school? So this takes place like in I don't know.
As long as it doesn't dox you.
No, it's not going to dox me and stuff like that. But basically, there's like a sort of like shopping. There's like our school's in the middle of the city, so and there's like there's stores everywhere and stuff. And so one day there's a robbery, and the suspect apparently goes through like the school playing field and goes into the bush on the other side and stuff. Never to be low-key, never to be seen again. But the police officers basically send an entire armed force after him and stuff like that. Because I think it was an armed robbery or something like that. And they rustle this group of boys in a bush who was smoking. And they all come out like it's go, oh, we're sorry, we won't smoke again. They all came out with, like megaphones, like come out with your hands up and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's just like so. Yeah, that's the strongest anti-smoking campaign that I've ever heard, as well as the most Aussie school story ever. Yeah,
Damn.
I like that. Story.
Wow.
yeah, it was quite hectic. It wasn't even that scary. It was just it wasn't even mine. I don't know. I'm really not that interesting.
Does anyone else have
does
got anything?
anyone? I got another one. If
Terrified of
I
everything.
might have another one, but I need to give a warning before it in case someone is sensitive to this topic. But Awkward, you can go first.
Okay, mine's spooky.
Ooh.
no.
Okay, I'm not a believer of ghosts, so I don't know how to explain this
So
stuff.
this is when the
Like I
story
don't.
ends. I'm not a believer in ghosts.
So
Thanks for
my
watching.
mom and my cousin, uh, they used to go to cemeteries and go ghost hunting,
Sick.
and so they took me, and I was like 6 at the time, and they brought their they brought their phone, right, and started recording, and then we were trying to talk to the ghost and communicate with it essentially, and nothing was happening. We weren't getting anything back, so we had an idea to sing "Ring Around the Rosie" with
Ooh,
the voice recorder on.
not good.
Uh, So we did that, and the voice recorder was on. And remind you, I was 6, so my voice was not deep, and neither were they because they're both females. And when we heard it back, there was an old man singing with us in the audio, like clear old man. And I never knew how to process that. I was like, it has to be like it's an old phone, so like maybe it heard all our voices together and combined it made us sound like an old man singing. Like I'm like trying to do like mental obstacles, trying to explain what happened. But maybe it could just be as simple as maybe there was a ghost who liked to ring around the Rosie, and it's like, this is my big break. I'm gonna become a big star. Or maybe it was a
Like a funny,
technical
funny
glitch at
YouTube.
the time.
Funny,
So
funny
I don't
YouTube.
know,
Ring Around the Rosie
but
always gave me the creeps as a kid, and I never knew why
yeah.
until I was older.
Yeah, it's a plague song.
and
Isn't it?
then
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
ever since that day, uh I would go home and we'd have like this garage door that like this back door that lead into the garage, and we lived right across the cemetery, and there would be no air drift or draft or anything like that because the door was in my kitchen and it was inside of the garage as soon as you opened it, and then you would have to pull it open, not push it out, but you would hear it pull open and then slam like really loud, and there would be no one in the kitchen. I remember one time I had like family friends over. We were all just sitting in the living room, and then they were changing their baby, and I was playing on the Wii. We heard the garage door open and then slam shut. We hurried and just saw nothing, and then we went to go check on our dog, and the dog was outside, and the door that led to the backyard was also shut, so there was no one in the garage as well.
That's cool. That's
Damn.
freaky.
Yeah, so I've had paranormal experiences, but also are they paranormal? I don't know.
Fair enough. I decided against telling my story. I want to tell it when I thought it through and given enough warnings.
Okay. Do you want to go to another topic now?
Yeah, we'll round it up soon,
Transition.
probably.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
yeah, is there anything anyone
Oh yeah.
wants to discuss
Mm,
Well, I've
particularly?
got a thing up, and I'm selfishly curious about this.
What's up?
Instruments play or learnt previously. So I know at least
oh,
one
I
person
play
here
guitar
plays.
now, but I learned how to play the cornet.
What's a cornet?
I think
I
it's
know
like
it's
a
a thing,
bassier
but
trumpet, basically.
Ooh.
It's similar to a trumpet, but I think it's like slightly shorter and like more bassy and stuff. And the reason I
Nice.
stopped is because my school instrument thing wanted me to play the euphonium or something like that, and I was like, "Fuck that! This is cornetism. You're racist against cornets. I'm gonna make a statement by not playing it again." And then I didn't. And then I got into guitar because I wanted to be popular and liked. Well, now
Did
I'm
that work?
doing Twitch streaming, so you tell me if that's making me popular and liked. I am in a band though, which is okay, but
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. Also, everyone's like, "Oh my god, I wanted to do it because like it's like, oh, I play guitar because like my best friend like passed away in a tragic car accident and stuff, and gave me the guitar in some sort of spiritual intervention and stuff." And I was like, yeah, I just want to be liked. Which is, yeah.
I hope it
Bit of
will.
an over exaggeration. I tend to over exaggerate a lot with things, but yeah.
Nice. Personally, I learned to play the piano for a few years.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's
fun.
it. But I stopped, and I could probably relearn. It's just that I don't have a thing to relearn on.
How
That's fair.
you know only how to play piano? How basic.
I know.
How mediocre. How
I know. So lame. So lame.
couldn't be
So.
me.
Oh yeah.
Could not be me.
Oh, let's go to you then, awkward.
Anyway, guys.
What about you, Tico? Huh?
I used to play the clarinet. I could
Ooh.
probably still
Oh,
play like simple songs, but I don't know much about it now. And I somewhat know how to play. I somewhat know how to play the ukulele as well.
Nice.
Nice.
What about you, Queen?
I'm kind of a prodigy. I know the recorder.
Uh-huh.
Hot cross buns.
Whoa!
Hot cross buns. You could never. You could never.
You're crazy. You're crazy cool.
crazy.
Mm.
Crazy girl.
What about you, Queen? Wanna show up awkward?
Um, I mean, I don't really know how to play any instrument like 100%. I kind of learned the piano a little bit like in middle school. And then when I was in like elementary school, my sister played the clarinet and she taught me some of it, but I probably wouldn't remember it now. And then I bought a ukulele a while ago. Well, like
3
3
years
years
ago.
ago, and have yet to use it. I mean, I used it, I think, like 10 times maybe, but I don't know how to do a full song on it. But yeah.
This is Home by Cave Town's really easy to learn.
Yeah. I want to relearn the piano at some point. I just need one.
Piano stream?
I'll teach you.
Yeah, let's go. I feel like I could learn. I just have to write the letters onto things the first few times because like
Well, that's
That's
yeah.
what I did.
Yeah. I'm keen to relearn it though. I feel like it'd be fun. And also like I feel like I wish I stuck with it, but I remember as a kid being like, I hate this. Why do I have to do this?
I'm getting you a piano for Christmas
That just
and your
happens.
birthday. You're gonna have
Yeah. Give me a
Different
piano.
previous pianos and
Yeah,
stuff.
easy. Just a piano, you know. Small
Easy.
order.
Oh,
Small order.
easy.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything they want to say or shout out or do before we just wound this whole thing up?
I do want to shout out a music person who basically like they're a person I interact with on Instagram and stuff like that. Their artist name is Taito Key, so Tytoki, I think it was. I can't remember if it was that, but like yeah, Taito Key. Yes, that's spelling. So Tytoki.
Could you put in chat the Twitch chat?
Yeah, I will link their album. All copyright-free music and stuff, and it's got like indie game vibes to it. So if you want like in any sort of like indie game or background stream music, just let them know, and they'll make something really interesting. It's sort of like those like plant synthesizer videos where somebody plugs in like a synthesizer into a plant, or like like the running my guitar through different items TikToks,
Oh,
and it'll make really cool sounds. It'll be like bloop, 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 like putting my guitar, putting the synth through a mushroom, and it'll be like bloop, 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 bloop,
I
bloop,
love
bloop,
those
bloop.
videos. Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
actually send a video of them in there. Anyway,
Anything
yeah,
else anyone else wants to add?
I got
Kids,
I got a song coming in a month or two,
oh,
going
hey,
to
nice.
all streaming services.
Woo!
Nice.
Figurine Boy.
Make sure to send me that link and I'll post it in my Discord and Twitch when it comes out.
I will.
Cool. Anything you want to shout out, Tico, Queen, or Charlie?
Um,
uh,
Shout out
with
to
Bubbo on
Bubbo
Twitch.
for being the best streamer.
No, no,
Absolutely.
no, 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 no.
Use Twitch Prime.
Full
Yeah.
of rage.
If you
Shadow
got it,
rage.
why not? Okay, I'll do my own shout out here. Make sure to follow Xander McPanda. Not Xander McPanda. That's your.
Sunflower Sulfur.
Follow
I'm saying
Xander as for under Sunflower Sulfur on Twitch. Follow Tico under Tico with 4 O's on Twitch. Yes, and also check out Awkward's songs when they do eventually come out. And yeah, I think that's about all.
Yo.
hell yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching the first podcast thing I did. I will probably be making a Google Docs where you can all give feedback on what you thought about it, what you'd like to see instead. Not instead. Like to see added. Yeah, but I appreciate everyone sticking through this. I really appreciate you all being here. And I
together,
appreciate
Bubbo. Woo!
I appreciate Charlie being here, Awkward being here, Queen being here, Tico being here, and Xander being here. They're all absolutely amazing. So yeah, hope to be back and see you all in a month. See you all then.
Thank you for coming to my
Let's go.
stream.
Good
7 seasons in the making.
boy. Bye boy.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.